another seconds, I be running through it.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And it'll be Savage. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Rodgers. Sliding out of the pocket. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, touchdown! Robert Tonyan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins. Open man. Once again, it's Thielen.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. And that is incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll throw again. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start. Here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hey, check 26. Inside.
Check 24. Check 24.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Here we go on fourth down with Rodgers. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And it's a Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw for Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They go play action. Cousins. Throwing left side, it's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. It's caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. But gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. Now a throw here to his running back. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. On 2nd down, Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. To throw, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Cousins now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, Frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
It lived to fight another down, right?
On third down, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Cousins will try and throw. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Cousins.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 32. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time. A give to Jones. pushing through the contact. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And it's a Packers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Adrian Amos with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it. I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets it back within a field goal. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to throw, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Shreds the tackle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. To throw is Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. It's complete to Jones. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Jones. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Partner still a head scratcher to me on this one and down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. You know, we've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker?